Oh, they're gonna fucking, oh God. She had one good day after that debate of maximum fucking positive media coverage from social media, and instantly the dogs are out and the blood is in the fucking water. Holy shit. And it's entire.
We've combed through the files and pieced together new, unrevealed information to present the fullest picture to date. In 1992, records show that Epstein donated $2,000 to Clinton's successful presidential campaign, a small fraction of the $62 million his campaign raised overall. This photo was taken in September 1993, after Clinton had been sworn in as president. Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell attended an event for donors to a White House restoration project. The event was said to have been for donors, and records list Epstein and Maxwell donating $10,000 to the White House Historical Association the same day as the event. Hillary Clinton hosted the event with Bill Clinton. Several others attended and made donations. There's no allegation of impropriety. In a recent testimony to Congress, Hillary said she did not recall ever encountering Epstein. And this was all before Epstein's 2008 conviction for procuring a child for prostitution. In 1996, Clinton was re-elected for a second presidential term. A few years later, in 1999, records from the Federal Election Commission show Epstein donated $20,000 to Hillary Clinton's Senate campaign. In 2001, Bill Clinton left office, creating the Clinton Foundation. And Sky News has verified numerous photographs taken on Clinton Foundation trips where Epstein was present. In May 2002, Clinton set off for his trip around Asia for the Clinton Foundation on Epstein's plane. They visited Russia, Singapore, China, Bangkok.
I think it's a blunder on her part. It's funny that 2 days ago Chad was glazing her during the debate, and now acting like they were always against her. It'll be fixed. I mean, is it a fixable situation at all? I don't know, but that's fucking insane. This is what happens. You guys think that every single thing that a candidate says is coming from a place of firm commitments and real beliefs. And you don't realize that most candidates, young or old, literally just listen to whatever the fuck their foreign policy advisor is telling them without ever imagining what that sounds like, they lean into their foreign policy advisors. And this is all the way up to Bernie Sanders, who does have like a specific approach to foreign policy after 80 fucking years of being in office. An experienced veteran politician knows never to answer that question, first of all, even if they believe it sincerely, okay? That's the reason why you never hear it. The American foreign policy of strategic ambiguity in China is one that is not supposed to be addressed by someone running for a congressional seat in Illinois, okay? And secondly, it's a from her perspective, like the flank that she's supposed to represent as far as foreign policy is never supposed to touch that or ever say that they are supposed to intervene militarily with China. Yes, I know Barry Weiss is expected to play a major role. We're going to talk about that too. On a macro level, what's wrong with her policy position on Taiwan? She's just saying the quiet part out loud versus talking in circles that others do? No, you're what do you mean on a macro? Some of you, once again, have an incredibly autistic interpretation of how fucking politics is played. And you think, well, what's the issue? Yeah, dude, you're right. You should also demand a nuclear first strike against China. What are you talking about? China is a fucking nuclear armed nation. It's responsible for 30% of all trade to the United States of America. It's the fucking economic engine of the planet. You don't say anything about China at no point, and you certainly don't say that as a fucking left flank candidate. You dumb fucking liberals. Shut the fuck up. Why do you disagree with her statement? Or is it just that she said China bad? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you think there is perhaps a fucking reason why there is not a single person in U.S. Congress that has ever said what Kat Abu-Ghazalek said, ever? Do you think there is a reason for that? Because they're fucking fascist monsters. Lindsey Graham loves to see dead children. It's his favorite hobby. He gets off on it. Why has Lindsey Graham not ever said those words? Are you fucking insane? Remember when you were earlier in a really good mood? I mean, I'm going to fucking be in a better mood when I solve this problem, but that's insane. I mean, it's probably not even salvageable. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Like, the problem is, Ben, lots of us have communicated to her that he's bad news, but she doesn't listen. What? That is such a catastrophic and unimaginably funny fumble. Politics reporter for Evanston now also reached out to Abu-Ghazalek's campaign and received similar responses to these obtained by Dropsite on Iran. Question: she doesn't have anything on her website about Iran, but I understand she's spoken about it. Oh God, they're fucking gonna cook her ass. Oh, they're gonna fucking, oh God. She had one good day after that debate of maximum fucking positive media coverage from social media, and instantly the dogs are out. And the blood is in the fucking water. Holy shit. And it's entirely an entirely avoidable error. Perhaps one of the most like avoidable errors of all time. Man, America left this really hub hanging out the rest of the world to dry, don't they? Why she supports Ukraine, Taiwan? Yeah, this person is fucking insane. Foreclosing on diplomacy, holding up the U.S., which is still backing genocide as a moral arbiter of good and bad countries, shoveling money into soft power destabilization efforts are axiomatically neocon policy positions. Again, dress them up in liberalese as you want, but they are true. Please take 2 seconds to look up the advisor who responded to this email. I will give you $100 if you can find any socialist activism in his work history. He's a typical blob careerist hawk. I think it's 100% possible that that the electorate doesn't care about this as much as we do, regardless of how shitty it is. It doesn't matter. It'll make the news. And it's not like she can't make any errors right now. She's already fucking, she's already behind. She's already super behind Daniel Biss. Daniel Biss has already secured the Progressive Caucus's support. Daniel Biss is already presenting himself as like the progressive candidate in this race. And Kat Abu-Ghazalek is like a young greenhorn coming in with bolder views than the Daniel Biss side. And Daniel Biss is obviously very malleable and will most likely fucking legislate in the direction of Israel's interests. But he's able to present himself as like not as sympathetic to Israel enough. I mean, even the fucking straight up AIPAC candidate, straight up AIPAC backed candidate is saying, oh, she doesn't love Israel that much. She mentioned the National Endowment for Democracy when talking about Iran. Well, not her, but the advisor, most likely.